As a longtime journalist and a journalism instructor, I was pleased to see Spotlight win the 2016 Academy Award for Best Picture. It's always hard to put movies in perspective without allowing time to pass. But recently, I've been calling Spotlight the finest journalism movie ever made. Hopefully, time will bear that assessment out. The thing that makes Spotlight great in my eyes is its realism. Lots of movies feature journalists, but few portray them authentically. Spotlight gets everything right, from the feel of a newsroom challenged by difficult times to the tenacity of the Boston Globe reporters who broke the Catholic Church abuse scandal. If you haven't seen director Tom McCarthy's movie, you owe it to yourself to seek it out. Today, however, I want to point you to another 5 journalism movies that I think get it right. This isn't meant as an exhaustive list of great journalism films, nor is it meant as a top 5. Instead, I'm just hoping to point you toward 5 great movies that err on the side of realism. If you're interested in journalism and film, I can't recommend these movies enough. We'll start with a long-established classic, All the President's Men. Director Alan J. Pakula's look at the reporters who uncovered the Watergate scandal is well-paced, beautifully acted, and just plain fun to watch. Dustin Hoffman does a fine job portraying a young Carl Bernstein, and Robert Redford is great as a youthful Bob Woodward. We also get great performances by Jason Robards as Washington Post editor Ben Bradley, and Hal Holbrook as the reporter's key source, Deep Throat. This film is great in many ways, most importantly because it underscores the fact that good journalism is crucial to our democracy. If you prefer a look at broadcast journalism, consider the 2005 black and white movie Good Night and Good Luck. David Strathairn stars as beloved CBS News anchor Edward R. Murrow, and the film focuses on a short period when he and his producer, Fred Friendly, attacked Senator Joseph McCarthy for the ongoing communist witch hunt. The film was directed by George Clooney, who also co-stars as Friendly, and it's a must-watch. One great journalism film that was largely overlooked is 2014's Kill the Messenger. This drama focuses on Gary Webb, an investigative reporter who transitioned from celebrity journalist to pariah in just a few short months. The reason? He penned a series of stories in the 1990s linking the U.S. government to the Nicaraguan Contras, a group largely funded by illegal cocaine sales in the U.S. At first, Webb's reporting was celebrated, but it didn't take long for a massive backlash spawned by critics who said his allegations of government conspiracy went too far. Eventually, the scandal ruined Webb's career and his life, despite the fact that his most damning reports were ultimately proven true. Webb is portrayed beautifully by Jeremy Renner, and director Michael Cuesta tells the story with panache. So far, all the movies I've looked at paint journalists in a positive light, but there are those who discredit the profession, and the 2003 movie Shattered Glass underscores that point. The reality-based drama focuses on Stephen Glass, a young journalist who was discredited in 1998 when it was revealed that many of his articles had been fabricated. Hayden Christensen plays the title role, and director Billy Ray does a nice job pacing the story. If you're looking for something completely different, consider Zodiac. This real-life drama focuses on San Francisco Chronicle editorial cartoonist Robert Graysmith, who became obsessed with discovering the identity of the Zodiac serial killer who terrified the San Francisco Bay Area during the 1970s. The movie is based on Graysmith's books about the Zodiac killer, who was unusual in that he would announce his murders with complex cryptograms and puzzles. Graysmith, portrayed on screen by Jake Gyllenhaal, had access to them, and he was determined to solve the puzzles. I interviewed Graysmith when Zodiac was released in 2007, and he gave the project a hearty endorsement, praising director David Fincher for his painstaking attention to detail. If that doesn't make you excited to see the film, maybe the supporting cast will. Mark Ruffalo, Anthony Edwards, and Robert Downey Jr. have key roles, and all are great. Although the film focuses as much on the killings as the newspaper business, I still see it as a journalism movie, and it's a great one. So, there you have it. 5 great films that get it right when it comes to portraying journalists and journalism on screen. Hopefully, I've turned you on to a few great flicks that you haven't seen, or at least reminded you of some old favorites. There are, of course, many other good journalism movies, so list your favorites in the comments section. Thanks for watching Forrest on Film. I'm Forrest Hartman.